Hey there, sweetness, how goes that? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything that is connective to this collective that's beautiful, I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective, and you should never, never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Bear in mind that time may be fluid, as well as energy. And let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? We're getting into something pretty cool around here, all right? We are going to be playing around with some theories, some metaphors, some stuff and some things. If you're not in a playful, fun mood, then this one's probably not for you. Do me a favor on your way in, homies. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the tribe if you enjoy this vibe. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about the fluid mosaic model, which is a structure of cell membranes. It can speak to build up. All right. See my ashtray? It should be clear. Should be crystal clear, but it's not. So much crap has been that you just can't see through it. Resonated to it in its own way, right? This is technically a vessel, right? This ashtray is sort of a vessel. What is a vessel? When you look it up, it says a ship or a large boat, sailboat, boat, ship, yacht, anchor, something with an anchor. Which reminds me to anchor this session. Spirit of grace, protection, and love, please guide us always and always. Thank you. A vessel can also be a hollow container, especially one that holds liquids, such as a bowl, a receptacle, a bottle, a kettle, a cup, a vase. A vase receives things such as flowers. This vase over here is receiving arts and crafts supplies. I have a little vase up here that's receiving, it's a receptacle for a live plant. I have one that is a receptacle for flowers if I bring some home. Or some get brought home, you know. This, I am the Shanty Shaman, right? This is part of my shamanic journey. Marijuana. This is not a kid show. I resonate with this plant very much. So here is a vessel for me to receive that nature, channel that plant. This thing's really dirty. It hasn't been cleaned in a long while. You guys, if you've been here long, you've seen me smoke out of this thing. Every reading. Also, I'd like to talk about the word conduit. Conduit. A channel for conveying fluid, water, etc. The Shanty TV channel is a channel for conveying fluid, fluid messages, right? Sometimes very emotional messages. I want to make sure that the vessels, receptacles, cups, the receiving vases are clean and cleansed. What has built up in your cells? What flows through you and therefore is flowing into the world around you? What from the world around you has flowed into you, and now what are you flowing forth? Is it cleansed? Is it all kinds of toxins built up? Fluid can be defined as a substance with no fixed shape. It yields easily to external pressure. A gas, or specifically a liquid. So the fluidity of what you're sending out and receiving depends on how much has just built up and built up and built up, and what do you do to cleanse that? You put the work in, you put the effort in, you do what you know to be helpful, or, I don't know. So this has one dirty old hit in my stress vessel here. It doesn't taste nearly as good as it should. It hasn't for a little while. And I would like to change that, so I'm going to. We beat the drums of change, collective. All right. This is going to get messy and dirty. I just invite you to, enjoy. Excuse me. See, prayerfully, when this thing's a lot cleaner, I won't be coughing and hacking my lungs out every hit. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, but I'm willing to put it in. Yeah. I don't normally clean my bowl with gloves on, you guys, but I was hoping to get into some cards with you afterwards, so I don't want my hands to be absolutely horrific. I might need to apply some heat to this. Oh yeah, I say that and it flings onto my clothes. So, let's see if I can get this right. So, basically, all of this filthy, nasty resin, it's all the shit that we think about ourselves, and the things that we hear people say about us, or that we feel they think or say about us. It's all of our toxic buildup. We got to just get it out, and sometimes you got to apply the heat. You got to be really, really careful not to destroy your protective measures, which could in turn kind of fucking poison you if you set these gloves on fire, right? There are many ways to go about doing it. This is just one. I want to exemplarize this one. Give her some more heat. Want to be careful not to be sucking in too much lighter fluid. So apply a little bit of heat and bring it away. Apply a little heat and bring it away. So if you're talking emotional buildup, you apply a little bit of heat and then you give yourself a break. Apply a little heat, give yourself a break. You know, what that heat is up to you. Is it like in terms of maybe clearing out old photo albums or t-shirts that you kept from an ex, or patterns of treating people. Like you pick up habits out there. You create your own even sometimes that don't actually resonate and vibe in a healthy manner with who you are, who you're trying to become, what you're trying to do. And you know, I'll tell you, a lot of people that I know like to take and clean their pipes with alcohol. They like to cleanse that vessel with alcohol. To which I say, that eats away at your glass. Yep, it's a lot less work. Gets the job done near immediately, but then it eats away at the vessel. So then you think in terms of if someone has an issue with alcohol, like drinking, you know, booze hound type. Well, all right. Often that means that that's someone that's not willing to put forth the work, the effort, apply some heat instead of fucking chemical, destructive, poisonous chemical. For me, I like to use a bobby pin to clean it out. That's sort of an ancestral thing for me. My grandma, who was a indigenous woman, was very fond of the bobby pins. Might apply some more heat in a moment here. Yeah. And then I gotta be careful, because if I suck in too much of this old residue nasty shit while I'm trying to heat and cleanse, and I'm getting high off of that, right? And I'm not really sure I like that high. Which brings me to the point of, then, once all this shit's culminated and brought out into the light, some people, and I've done it many a time, but there's some that would save it for a rainy day. Which makes me think of, it brings me back to like saving things from old past lives. Saving it for a rainy day in case you're upset and missing someone, but isn't that just gonna bring the rain forth even more, make you even sadder? I don't know. I'm a cleanser. I like to cleanse and get rid. I wasn't always that way, and I'm still not always, progress, not perfection. This thing's filthy. And then it's like I'm thinking, oh, I just lost it. Sticky. We have talked about a lot of sticky situations on this channel. Sticky energies that you can get stuck in. Okay, now I remember what I was going to say. I can't wait to really taste fresh, pure, had 19 on the clock, deliciousness out of this bowl. And I know I can. I know this vessel can help me channel some very delicious flavor, but not if it's absolutely filthy. It can't. Then it just really destroys the flavor. And I know that, but sometimes slack so much on just taking the time to clean it. And then you gotta make sure you come at it from all the angles. All the angles. All the spaces. Where the shadows hide. I'm going to switch out for a minute here. Them bad boys are something. And it smells so bad. It's just so stagnant and stale. It needs refreshing, right? And that's how the soul and the spirit and even the physical and the mind work. Yeah, guys? Yeah? Fresh cloth to swaddle the clean baby in. And I didn't take absolutely every freaking inch and ounce of everything because I don't want everything that I put in it next to come flying out at me into my mouth. So I kept a little bit of it, you know, a little bit of what resonated previously, but not too much. And then there's this big ball of just icky old ugh. I don't know. Did that make a good point? Did that 22:22 on the clock? Did that too what I was envisioning? Well, like I said, all the angles. Sometimes I want to be lazy and be like, oh, I got enough. And then I'm going to be like, I did out of this place and this place and this place, but I didn't out of the head, the bowl head. Got to clean out the head of the vessel as well as the body and the inside, mind, body, spirit. Get it all from as many angles as possible and try really hard. Do your best not to get lazy with it. Skimp out because you're really just getting lazy with yourself and skimping out on yourself. And if you don't want other people to do that with you, collective, then don't do that to yourself, with yourself. Now, that glob just landed on my mirror like it doesn't want to go. We need it to go. Think it's gone. Just like that. All right, I'm going to show these cards one more time just in case anyone wanted to see them. And look things up on your own time, or whatever. Whatever's clever. And they're gonna go in the chest, in the dialogue chest over here. Okay. After all that work, I'm gonna take a me moment. What was I just gonna do? I'll find a weed. Now, let's look at this as a metaphor. This weed is a bag of homegrown, all right? Like outdoor, I would think, maybe. But earlier, there was a bunch of little stems in it. I'm not a fan of smoking the stems. They tend to give me a headache. These little ditties over here, right? I don't want to smoke that. So I went through and weeded it all out of my weed, right? Otherwise, I'd be taking in all kinds of stuff that I know I don't want to be taking in. So be careful what it is that you're taking in. Screen the things that come in trying to resonate with you as a vessel. I don't know, I guess I just find that people are a lot like plants. Plants are a lot like people. And this is one I resonate with. Can you tell? Oh. That tastes better than any green hit I've taken in quite a while. In quite some time. What do you think, guys? Yeah? All right. Somebody's birthday might be on the 29th. Might be your birthday today. Happy birthday, if so. I think I basically covered. Yeah, the fluid mosaic model, define vessel, define fluid, cleanse and clear the vessel for clean fluidity. I wanted to say something about the sacred master plant, all right? The shamanic master plant. The plant is not the master, right? But it is a master of its kind. And it needs a kind master. I like to grow. This is not mine, homegrown at the moment, but I do like to grow from seed, organically from seed. Right now I have 3 that are started. One's a little itty bitty baby, one's medium, and one's large. And the large one is doing, this, she just keeps dancing with the light, doing everything she can to look at the light, get the light. And then me, as a master, have to make sure that it's getting the right light. If it gets too much, it could get burned. If it doesn't get enough, it could just wither and die. If it's, then I'm in control of the fluid that comes and goes. And I don't know. I guess there's just a whole bunch of different connections that could really teach you how to connect with your life a little more. It's taught me how to connect with mine more. Not disconnect, as some people would choose to think. And that's just something that wanted to be channeled out. Well, I am going to actually end this live and come back to the collective with a brand new reading with the cards. Alrighty. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you. You're awesome. You're cool. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.